Hi, welcome back. I am so excited to share with you how I went from absolutely being terrified and scared to super calm and zen. This breath work has really transformed my life in situations where I've felt uncomfortable. So I'm going to share a little bit about the story, and then I'm going to share with you the breath work and how to do it yourself. So last week, after traveling so long, I entered my second plane ride on my way back to Ireland. And it was that early, super early before the sunrise type of flight. We boarded. All I was thinking about was the air hostess coming out with the drinks tray. Like, oh, I was just so looking forward to a cup of tea. I know that's so Irish of me, but I was. And I seen her in the distance, and I was like, there she is. And then all of a sudden, the sign for fasten your seatbelt came on. And so she went back to her position. We all put on our seatbelts, and I was expecting a little bit of like a bump, but I was not expecting the worst turbulence of my life. It was so scary. And the stranger beside me, were both looking like, is this the end kind of thing? It was really terrifying. We had like people were screaming, kids were crying, adults were crying. It was one of the worst turbulences I have ever experienced on a flight. Like, hands down, it was horrible. And once it ended, I was like, okay, we made it. Thank God, this is okay. And the pilot came on and told us actually we could experience something similar again. And I was like, I'm not having my tea, and this is what I'm going to be experiencing the whole time. And my body was just so stressed to the max. I was afraid. I had horrible thoughts running through my head. And I was like, this is going to happen again. I have no control over this at all. I don't have control over the plane, and I don't have control over the weather, but I have control of myself. And I was like, what can I do in this very moment to relax my body and tell it it's going to be safe and this is going to be fine? So I went in to my toolbox, my inner toolbox, and I took out the 4-7-8 breath. The reason why I chose this one is because it's quick, it's effective, and it really shifts your thoughts. And you're so focused on doing the breath correctly, and you're counting. So you can only think one thought at a time. So I was thinking, I'm counting in, I'm releasing, I'm holding. Okay, right? And my body was still in such a I was up here, like my shoulders, I was so tense. And so I was like, right, set an intention before the next turbulence comes in, and just be and trust. So my intention was that like I will relax into the body, that my calming energy will make this experience shorter. It will help everyone else on this flight, and it'll help the person next to me who's a total stranger feel more relaxed because I'm relaxed. So the turbulence started to begin. I closed down my eyes and I started to do my breath. And I moved from like this state all the way down. And after it finished, I was like, I'm alive. I'm okay. Okay, round one was the worst thing I've ever experienced. Round two was pretty bad, but I did it, and I did it in a better state of trusting, of love, and like, and my body feels so much better now. So I was like, I love this breath work. And then for the ultimate test, we ended up having a round 3 of turbulence, which was the longest and the most terrifying one out of them all. And same thing, I set an intention, I brought down my eyes, and I did this breath work through the whole, the last round of turbulence. And afterwards, I just just was so proud of myself because I came out of that experience more trusting, more loving, and more calm in the scariest moment. Now, I have not just used this on flights, I've used this when I'm going to have a difficult conversation with somebody. So I put myself in a calming state, I really relax, I really just think about the intention of what I'd love the outcome of the conversation to be. I have used this in queues when I'm going to have, a difficult exchange with somebody, like product wasn't what it was. It has come up so many times to save my ass in difficult and uncomfortable situations. And yeah, I really love it. So it is called the 4-7-8 breath. So how you do it, it's so simple. You breathe in for 4, you hold for 7, and you release through the mouth for 8. So I'm going to repeat that again. You breathe in through the nose for 4 counts, like this. You hold for 7. And then you release for 8. And then you begin it again. I suggest everyone to do 4 rounds to kickstart, feel how it feels in the body. In my situation, I lost count how many rounds I did on that flight, but normally 4 rounds really take me from a state of discomfort. It helps shift my thoughts because I'm not focusing on the thoughts anymore. I'm counting. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you will see sometimes I'll do it like backwards, counting downwards, or then I'll count upwards. It depends on my mood, and it also depends on the thoughts that I'm battling with. Because yeah, it's a little bit harder to go 8, 7, whereas 1, 2, 3 kind of comes. So whichever feels good for you, all is welcome, all is fine. And I really hope this breath helps you in difficult times come back into your true self, into a calm, beautiful state. So thank you for watching once again, and click on this next video, and I hope this helps as well.